I'm Shirley Sexton, your host, and we're so glad that you joined us today. You can find us on 103.9 The Bulldog, where we are today. You can also find us on 103.9thebulldog.com. If you're viewing channel 98, the government channel of Letcher County, and you have Intermountain or TBS cable, then you can find us there. And we're so glad that you are spending part of your busy day with us. We always try to have special guests and information that you need. And today we have a special guest, and I don't think he's any stranger to Letcher County, Marlow Tackett. And he's here today to talk about his Christmas for the Needy. And we certainly appreciate Marlow coming back to Letcher County to help with his program. He does a great job, and we're so glad that he's here. Good morning, Marshall.
Good morning, Shirley. Nice to be here. Thank you for letting me come back on this wonderful program, because when I was in Jenkins before, it was really a big help to me, and it helped our entire program out. But this time, I'm really honored to be here because, I look forward to coming to Whitesburg because I wanted to before, but I never could find a place available. And I don't hold it too awful long, but I have, I was in Tennessee and I was coming up here to find me a place. I've been up 3 or 4 different times. I've been in Knott County, and I've been in Floyd County and Pike County, and I've come through Jenkins and went over to 15 and across to Knott County. And I've talked about even having it in Perry County, but something kept, for some reason or other, I was wanting to have it in around Whitesburg. And so the last time I came up from Tennessee, I came across the mountain, and I got down to where we turn off to come to Whitesburg, and I said, well, I just need me a set of strings and a couple things, so I come over to hometown and see the boys, and I was going to also do a couple spots over there, some commercial, a couple things that I was doing, and had this program on my mind real bad, and I love talking to the Lord. And so I was riding to, I said, the Lord, if you really want me to do this program, I'm ready to do it. I need a building now, and I'm going to go look for it. So when I came over and came out to the hometown, Clyde and Boyd was there, and he said, hey, Marlow, what are you doing? I said, well, I'll come in to get me a couple things and just getting back in from Tennessee. And I said, I'm going to go look for me a place to have my Christmas program. It's getting late in the year, and I haven't got a place yet. A lot of places I couldn't even begin to afford. So anyways, Clyde said, well, the hometown food store, or the World Food Store.
World.
Yeah, I said it, and I hadn't actually had it even on my mind, He said, yeah, the Food World store down at the little plaza there with the Walmart, it's empty. He said, maybe you could do something there. Well, I seemed to feel at ease at that time.
You stopped at the right place, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I'm glad you said that because I was really concerned about it. I tried so many other places and it failed. Everywhere I'd go there was problems with it. A lot of it was expense and things like that. But I wanted to be here, and it just from there out it was just wonderful. It was just exactly like it was supposed to be.
It's a wonderful building for you to have your program in.
Well, the folks over there at the IGA, at the Food World over there in Neon, they have been so good to me. And Randy and those guys over there have helped me. He's helped me very much with this program. He had no problem with it all, and so I'm certainly indebted to those guys over there. So I really want to thank, and all the people around here. I just have been amazed. Of course, I know how people in Letcher County are. They've always welcomed me, and I did a lot of shows here in this area, and in the schools and the parks and festivals and things. But this time seemed like it just all came together. I received the building, and my friends started gathering in, and I actually don't know how they got the word so fast because we hadn't been on the air. My all-time friend Rick Hollis, who's followed me and played my music and some of my commercials and some of the videos that I've done over the past. And he's in the hospital, and I'd like for everybody to remember him and pray for him. He gets out of there because even though Jamie's here and doing the program today, but we really need Ricky around here. He's to me, he's very important. And he's took me to lots of the offices and introduced me to people, and he's really wrapped up in this program also. But it's been a real blessing how this thing come together, and I'm amazed. But so many friends that's come. I don't have to worry about being alone. And one thing you don't have to worry about, Miss Sunshine Shirley, you don't have to worry about being hungry and over here, because I think everybody, they cooks and they love to share food. And Larry and my friends done the last work down there at the store right now, or Santa shop we call it. And all the people that's come around and brought so much food have been so wonderful. And I've been at homes where people's at. I've been to different places, and it's just amazing about how Letcher County comes together. And I just want to say thank you, Letcher County, and thank you to every person in this county that's been so kind to me. And this program seems to be as important to them as it is me, because they've taken part of it so well. And we're still accepting gifts, and we will be accepting. And I'm going to stay there as long as I get them, as long as I have supplies to give to the needy people. I'm going to stay there. They'll let me stay no matter how long it takes. I don't expect. I hope to have the biggest program I've ever had in 33 years.
But you're not going to start giving away until
the 18th.
That's the beginning of the giveaway program.
Yeah, that's Sunday. It's always, every year, it's Sunday before Christmas. And so this year, it's Sunday. Christmas falls on Sunday, so I'm 7 days back. So yeah, we got time to give away a lot of supplies in a week. So I'm inviting everybody to take a part of it, and we'll be talking about that through this wonderful program that you've invited me to be on. And thank you so much.
Well, we're glad that you're here, and these. Letcher County has always been known for its generosity through the other programs that are for the needy and for the children of Letcher County especially. They never seem to run out of something to give. So when they come to the Food World building, it doesn't matter how little or how much that they have to give. It's all appreciated. Small amounts is appreciated just as much as the
It's
other.
all equal. I'm blessed. Another thing, people out there, you don't have to give just to come there and be with us.
Right.
We want people to come and take part of it. And the good thing about it, so many folks have come that never got to be involved in it. Like the work that goes on with a lot of it too. But a lot of people come and they find things to do.
Well, there's always something to do.
So
if you just walk in, there's something.
Yeah.
And something that people can do. It's not something that's impossible for them to do. But all the help is needed. Everything is needed to be done.
Well, the officials around the town, around the county, have been such a blessing too. They've come. The fiscal court has been there. The school has been there. At the sheriff department, the county judge's office, they've been there. And it's just amazing that people come and want to see this, but they come and stay with me, and of course we have to sing, when you're there.
Of course.
You got to sing a song, So we end up doing that. And it's just a wonderful, I have never been so blessed by friends and people coming in, my family too, coming all the way over here and staying and helping me. I've never been this blessed at one of my programs. We had a great program in Jenkins, Letcher County, but we had the bad weather.
Right. So hopefully this year will be better.
Yeah, please, people, let's all pray we have a great day, not only for us, but for the people that's got to come so far away, because we expected people.
They don't come just from Letcher County. They come from other counties in Virginia and different places.
Right. They're going to be coming in just from all around, because this radio station really goes out and gets in a lot of homes, because I know I've experienced it because of the calls I've been getting, and the supplies I've been getting early. But now we got about 2.5 weeks to the program, and so now's the time we have to get together and really pull it together on our supplies, and we need household supplies. If people got something laying around the house and they feel that some family might need that, bring it, and we'll get a family. There'll be a family coming, like our toys, and we got beautiful toys this year, thanks to the folks.
Yes, I've been there.
Letcher County,
A lot of them.
God bless you all. You have been so good to me. And I want you to be part of this, and we'll call it our program instead of Marlow's program. Just use my name as a tag, and but pretend that's just where
That's the location.
Yes, that's just the location, folks. So feel like you're part of it. Every person that comes and say, okay, you're part of it now. Congratulations. You know.
You're going to have some other events before December the 18th, and you're going to be in different communities. Could you tell us about
Yes,
that?
I'm going to spend a lot of time the rest of this week out in different places. Well, I got invited to do a Arlie Boggs show over there by Eola, and then I was talking to some folks about the program, and then the Christmas parade's coming up.
Right.
So
in Whitesburg.
yeah, and I got invited. That's the first time I've been in a parade in Whitesburg, and so I'm trying to put together a float so we can come through the parade and maybe sing if the weather's permittable. And we then after that we're going to go down to the city hall after the parade, and we'll be singing somewhere, rain, shine, or snow.
Either way.
But so we had to change the date on that, which that's the 9th. Everybody, our parade is coming up on the 9th, and it starts at 5 o'clock in the evening. So everybody get their Christmas garment on, and let's go
Santa
parade.
and Marlow will be there.
Let's go parading. Parading. So anyhow, then we changed the date because Arlie Boggs' school over there, they want to help me over there, and I think it was a lift to me and a lift to them the way it came about, because I got to visit over there a little bit. I love going out and visit the schools, and anyway, got to talk to the principal over there, but they just want to do a show for me and me to come over and sing, and they're going to invite people to bring toys or clothing or food, something that they can bring that night. And that's all it has to take to get in the door. Just bring something. It's going to be a wonderful show. And my buddy Lester and his family has been so wonderful to me over there. And they've helped me at Jenkins and this program here. I think sometimes I feel like Lester knows it all. He's up on everything. He just helps it with it so much.
So you just ask Lester.
Yeah, I just asked Lester, so we might call it Lester's Christmas. But anyway, they're wonderful people, and I got to visit over there the other day, and we're going to have this show, and it's going to be on. We were going to have it. We set one day, but a lot of things coming up. It's a busy time of the season, so we got it on the 15th now, and that'll be at 6 o'clock in the evening. So everybody's invited to come there, and then our parade after that, and then we got some other radio shows in the different counties that we're going to be in, even over in Virginia. But we're kind of doing the boost, and the radios is so important. This program always been important too, because they get the word out that way. Our newspapers is great, but you can get on the radio and you can sit and talk to the people, and the papers is good about our stories and pictures and things. But it's all kind of like in a nutshell. It's just wonderful that everybody can get together, and that's the way I find it here.
So all these people working together, that's what makes it a success.
There's no way I would attempt to do this program. Oh, I couldn't. That'd be impossible. I can't do it. I couldn't do the first one. I thank the Lord for the people that's helped me through these years. But now it's been so good this time, and I'm just overwhelmed by it. And anxiously, I want to go visit some of the homes. I grew up with a big family, 16 children in our family, and over there, just down the road here at Dorton.
That's not far away.
Up on the side of the hill there, of course, like you're going to the Flatwoods. That's where I came from. And my mother and father are wonderful people, and they taught us kids well. My father was a coal miner for 43 years, but I remember this is how my program started. One of the ideas that I had some time ago. I got into the business, and when I opened up and Pikeville started there in 1976. When I did my first show there, I really wanted. I was having a successful program there, and I really wanted to do something to honor my mom and dad. I wanted to find something I could really honor them with. And I remembered because Mommy would give us candy and apples and oranges, and we didn't have a lot of toys and things like that. But I remembered how good that was and how important Christmas was by cutting that tree. We never bought a tree, and I never bought a Christmas tree in our life. We always went out and picked it out of the woods,
And that was part of Christmas.
Yeah, and I remember that, and it drew close to Christmas that year. I was having a real successful season, and I wanted to do something. So I wanted to find me a family, and I really tried. Even in '75, I was kind of looking, had it on my mind. But I really wanted a family, and I did a lot of benefit shows for this area at that point in time. I didn't even play up in here for them. But anyway, I was wanting to find me a family that I could go out and give a Christmas to, like something similar to the way I grew up. And lo and behold, the Lord answered my wishes and my prayers. I got a letter. I received a letter from a little girl. I did a show at Betsy Lane High School, and it was to buy uniforms for the band. And she was 12 years old. She wrote me a letter, and I'll never forget it, of all things. And maybe I could show you sometime. She addressed it. I was getting very popular at that time. I'd been playing music around all the schools and things, and the little girl was 12, and she sent me a letter, and it said, and the postman knew who it was, and she mailed it to the Marlow, Tackett in Marlow, Kentucky.
Oh.
So I thought that was overwhelming. I read the letter, and that was the beginning. That did it right there. Of course, I received that from my mom and dad because I wanted to do what we were doing back then. But she told me the story of how her mama was sick, and it touched me very much. And she said she had 5 little brothers and sisters, and she wanted to know. She'd seen me at Betsy Lane School playing. It was in the daytime when I was performing there. And they paid 50 cents a head to get in, and that was wonderful. But anyway,
and that was a lot of money at that time.
Yeah, it was. And,
especially if you had more than one child in the family.
But what her wishes were. Maybe you can see the letters. She wanted to know if I would help her and her little brothers and sisters get their mother something for Christmas. Their father didn't have a father, and her mother was sick. So that's the beginning.
That's sweet. And you're going to be at Kingdom Come again? Or have you been there before?
Going to be there Monday night, there last night. And what an awesome crowd over there. What a wonderful group of people over there.
And they're really supportive of you.
A lot of musicians. And of course, we started out, that's my second time over there already. So this will be my third. That's this coming Monday. And we're going to have an all gospel show over there. And it's free. And they fix food over there like Whitesburg. I mean, everybody.
Like Eastern Kentucky.
Everybody
Eastern
cooks.
Kentucky's are great cooks.
Well, I'll tell you what. You just can't go around here and being on a diet. I can tell you that.
Well, it's the Christmas season. You can blame it on the Christmas season.
I think it's that way over here all the time.
It is. That's one way that I think a lot of Letcher County people welcome other people is by serving them a meal. And that's sort of a custom.
Well, then we kind of like celebrating in Letcher County all year long.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure they celebrate all year long. Especially if they have special people that comes to the meal.
That's wonderful. And also down in our building at the Food World, we started a program down there last Friday night, and it's our Christmas jam, and everybody just comes if they want to bring a can of food or a toy. Now, toys, new or used, and
as long as they're working.
Yeah, and we just we got an awesome stage there. The guys and girls have helped me put a stage up, and it's beautiful.
And that mural background is great.
Yeah, and we invite people to come by and see that. I want you to come by and look and see what we're doing. We got seats in there now, thanks to Ked Sanders, my friend, and some other people, and we're going to get more chairs now. We're going to have more. But Ked, he came to my rescue with seating last time 2 years ago, and now back. Now of course, they did great over there. We had big snow, but We made two. For a while, we didn't have no power, no phone, and no water.
Among other people. There was a lot of outages.
But we were blessed to do that. We couldn't get out because the snow was real bad, and I was just driving that little van, not a four-wheel drive or anything. But anyhow, that was good. That's a wonderful story. That's a wonderful Christmas story because North Carolina had brought a truckload of supplies, and once the weather hit, once it hit, we just had to go through it, and it's great. You'll find out about it.
Well, that makes wonderful memories, though. Sometimes we think of the hardships that we have. It's so hard to get through them. But after a few years, it doesn't make the hardships any better, but it makes wonderful memories so we can enjoy what we do get.
Well, I'm glad that truck came because it brought us a kettle, so we had, and a kerosene heater was on that truck.
So you had food.
Well, we melted snow, for water.
Right, for water.
Yeah, that was good. We had a little office up there. We put the heater in, and it worked too.
Well, that was great. Well, Marlow, we'll take a break and have our commercials, and we'll be right back with the second half of the Tuesday Morning Roundtable with Marshall Tackett. And I understand that he may even sing for us, so please stay tuned. Tuesday Morning Roundtable, and our guest, of course, Marlow Tackett. I think I called him Marshall a while ago, so I gave him a new name today too. So Marlow's going to be talking about his Christmas for the needy. And I believe first, Marlow, we need to give them some phone numbers in case someone needs to call and let you know what they have, or maybe they can't get it to Food World, and maybe you need to work out someone to pick it up or something like that, or just for general information.
Well, if they come there, it's easy to find where the store is at.
Right, just come to the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, I have a couple numbers. I have a couple new numbers that I want to give. It's really the number we've been using down there, but we've got it down pat now. So,
Okay.
So our office number there, or the building number, is 633-9270, and that's the one we've been using. But we've got it's officially ours now.
Okay.
So we can publicize it good.
Well, that sounds good.
Then I have a number down that's 899-2080. So we want to remember that, and folks, I hope you write that number down, and you can use it. You can call me, and better than that, you can come and see me, and you have we're accepting toys. Our clothing has been just absolutely overwhelming. We have got bunches of clothing, but if the clothing is good, we're still accepting. We're still accepting good clothing, and we got people there hanging clothing up now and separating it. Children's clothing. We love children's clothing very much. Our toys can be new or used as long as they're working. You bring them, and we'll be sure to put them in the hands of the children that need them and want them. And canned food, if you have any canned food, I bet you go through your closet. You folks that I'm talking to out there, I bet you got some food in there that's been sitting around for a while. Canned food is good.
It's something you decide to buy, and then you decided not to fix.
Yeah, then you decided. So just bring it down and let us have it. We take fruits, oranges, apples, candy, as long as it's individually wrapped.
And the Halloween candy, if they haven't eaten it by now, it would still be good.
Well, you know what we do, Shirley? We take all the candy that we get and we mix it all together.
Right.
And then everybody gets kind of something of every bit we receive. So kids love candy. They love it. Look at the Halloween candy that was passed around this year. Because everywhere you went, you see just bunches of Halloween candy at the stores. Was all. But the Christmas is real. It's a special time of the year,
And there's Christmas bags of candy too, as well as Halloween anymore. Companies make.
And we have a lot of people that are helping because we like mix all the candy, then we take like a dipper and we dip it out, and put it in bags for the children. And as long as it's individually wrapped, I would appreciate that very much. But if you have some food or non-perishable foods, non-perishable foods, you have that. We take it, or whatever you wish to give. You got a piece of furniture around the house that might be in your way, or out in one of your storage buildings, and you think someone could use it, please don't throw it away.
As long as it's usable and new, it doesn't have to be new furniture. There's a lot of older furniture that is really great furniture.
Oh yes, yes. We give away furniture. And I want, if people is not sure about what they want to give, and they got some things, have them please come by and see what we've collected since we've been in, even since you've been there, what we've collected. Right. But we'll everyone to be a part of it and come down and visit our program, our Christmas Jam, and the musicians out there, and the guys and girls that want to sing. And come down and sing. Come and sing. You're welcome to sing. First night we was down there, we had about, thanks to Larry and a bunch of the fellows that just got a hope, there went about 30 entertainers, musicians there that night. So it was really a wonderful event. And they can bring the canned food, or if they have any items to bring. And one thing about it, folks, that the elderly folks, if they got something they want to give, just come down. We got people there that's so willing to come outside in the rain or whatever. Our helpers down there have been so awesome. They run to get outside to get it. I mean, right. You don't have to unload anything if you have it. So that's just the way I find the folks in Letcher County. And y'all are, every time you give something to this program, that means to every one of you, that means you're part of it, and it's going out. And so many people overlook this, and I want to say this on this wonderful program right here. We're going to take these supplies, and I don't know which county they're going to go in, but you're going to find out if folks don't know anything about this program, come and be part of it. And this is the main reason for the county. I mean, the main reason that we have our program in every county we go, and I try to get this across to people. Jesus died for us.
Right.
So, he gave his life so we'd have life everlasting. So we need to celebrate. That's Christmas to me.
That's the true meaning of Christmas.
That's the whole true meaning. So we're giving to celebrate the birth of Christ because he gave his life for us. And I just want the people to think that and realize it and look at it and read it in the Bible.
Right.
So that's my whole point. And I'm going to tell you something else too. I didn't look at it quite that way when I started the program. I was foolish. I kind of thought I was doing it for a long time. But the Lord loved me and he brought me through it. And now I know exactly what it's about. And I would never attempt to do anything like this ever again. I have to have the Lord before I couldn't even walk. I couldn't talk.
Right.
So we all got so much to be thankful for. And you folks in this area, the listening area right today, all of us have got so much to be thankful for. And we can find it if we'll just look around our house, look at our car, look at the air we breathe. Look around.
And the beautiful trees that clean the air for us to breathe.
Oh yeah, look at all the beauties that we have. And I went up on the Pine Mountain, I went across Pine Mountain the other day, and I got up on that hill up there, and I had a friend of mine come from Tennessee, and Jerry Wilson, he's on his way here now. And I just wanted to show him something, and I went up there and I said, man, just look what the Lord has given us.
Right.
So that's the way that Christmas is. If we'd all just, and I think the most of the people here just realize that, because that's how this program is put together. I got the place that way. That's how I got it. I can't afford that place. I cannot afford that. But the people came. The Lord was in it. I got the place to have it because I asked him for it. Right. And if you'll ask him with your heart, you'll receive
what you need.
Yes.
Well, you were talking about giving a few minutes ago, giving canned foods. Someone asked me to tell a little story, so I'll tell a little story.
Please.
And this is a true story.
Please.
At a school that I was working at in the past, we did a food drive, and the children were asked to bring canned foods. This little girl brought a jar of pickles that her mother had canned. And I said, well, I don't know whether we can take those or not because they were done, personally, not a can out of the store. And she said, that is all the canned foods we have. Said Mommy doesn't buy things from the store, so she had given all that she could give. So we gave them to some. We gave them to someone that we knew, and they were so appreciative of that.
Well, I'm sure it was wonderful. I'm sure it was really good. Because I look at my mother, just remember how many people in my family. We had to do a lot of canning and a lot of cooking at home. And of course, I wasn't a very good cook, and I was a big eater though. But I knew that.
That was your
I knew that it was good because Mama took that pains, and her the love just crept down her arm and fell right off into the food when she was cooking.
That made it taste better.
Huh?
Yeah, it made it taste better.
Yes, it does.
I'll tell you one more story, and then we're going to let Marlow sing for us, if he will. I did another food drive, and this little boy brought 1 can of green beans out of the store, and he was so proud of that can of beans, and we gave it to another family, and the child in that family was another little girl, and she was so glad. She hugged that can of beans, and she said, "Oh, so we're going to have green beans for supper." Well, her classmates said, "Well, what are you going to have with your green beans? Are you going to have steak? You're going to have pork chops? What?" She said, "No." So this can of beans is our supper. This is what we're having for our supper. And so she was only going to have that 1 can of beans and nothing else, no bread, no meat, no other vegetables. So if people are donating to you and they only have 1 can, I always tell the story that is a meal for many families. And we don't think of just having a can of beans for a meal. But it's so blessed to give that 1 can of beans because you have given a meal to a family. And that is the true story too.
That's wonderful, Shirley. That's the real meaning of the program, and it reminds me of one of my most favorite Christmas stories. I have so many Christmas programs. We could sit here and talk
for a long time.
Yes, but I want to share one with you. Okay.
Okay.
As you know, you've been to see our toys, and it's all set up. And I was standing in front of the tables one day. We have toys up on the table, and it goes up to what we call our mountain of toys.
Right.
And that's where we want to be this year. But one time, I remember this so well, and I'll never forget it. When you reminded me about the stories that you told, such a wonderful story. But the little boy come through. He's probably, I don't know, he might have been 6 years old. Maybe it could have been 7, but I wouldn't. I'd say 5, between 5 and 7. But anyhow, he was looking at the toys, and he didn't have a real happy look on his face, and it was just one of those times when we just had pretty much finished up that one day for the toys, and had to still a bunch of them laid back there on the shelf for the next day. And I was there just kind of looking. He had come to what he got in. He came in late. Someone had brought him outside, and he just came in. And he was looking at the toys, and I said, "You see anything over here you want to get?" He said, "No." And I said, "Well, you just look around, and a lot of the folks is gone, And I said, "You just look around, and if you see something that you want, I'll get it for you." And I said, "Look here," I said, "we got all kinds of toys." And I said, "So you just point out something, I'll get it for you." And he said, "No, I don't want it." And I said, Santa's real good to us this year. He brought us a lot of toys, and he wanted me to share it with my little friends, share them with my little friends. And I said, "So you're welcome to any of them you want." He said, "No." I said, "Well, what do you want for Christmas?" He said, "I want to get my daddy a pair of shoes." So that's my...
Or did you have a pair of shoes? Or you got them?
I gave him 5 pair.
Oh, that's great. That you had them to give. That's wonderful.
Yeah, but it was just the thing that stuck with me.
Yeah.
Some little boy would make sure his father...
Or his dad. Well, we'll give them the phone numbers once more, and then we'll let you sing. And remember this... Marlow's Christmas for the Needy will begin December the 18th at Food World building in the Walmart shopping center. And the first number is 633-9270, and he invites you to come by. And I'll say the other number, you may have to correct me, 899-2080.
2080.
I got it right.
And remember, you can call me day or night, because we're going to be there. From here out, we're going to be there day and night. I want to get that across to people. Some folks don't get in until late, and maybe if you're at 11 o'clock or some, whatever you wish, call me. And someone will answer the phone unless we're out collecting things. But we'll be there from here on out. Everybody can come. If you come to town to shopping, stop in to visit with us. And I'm so thankful I got to come here today. I got to thinking a while back, I love writing songs, and I want to do a bunch of them for the people when they come down on Friday nights. And the people bring their songs down and sing them, the songs they write. And we've got a wonderful bunch of talent here. But anyway, I was thinking about one day recently about the times that I grew up and how much difference there is now. I got thinking about being with my grandpa, and I write a lot about my grandpa and grandma and my mom and dad, family. But I got to thinking about the troubles that we're having today. We have a lot of problems in this old world today. There's just a lot of things going on. The children they've got a lot of problems, and I want everybody to pray for them. I just want everybody to really pray, because we got this thing that I hate so bad. This thing called drugs has got into our homes and our families, our children, our schools. I hate that so much, and then you think about the people, the kids that's dropped out of school and no longer there, and then you get to thinking about the foreclosures on the homes. People work for 20, 30 years and still, maybe even longer, and then they almost have a home paid for, and then they lose it. They lose the home. It's foreclosed on, and foreclosure is just a word I don't like. I don't like it at all. But you think about it, and the thing I wrote about, it crossed my mind about writing, is I never heard that. I never heard nothing like that growing up. I never heard that back in Grandpa days when Grandpa was alive and we were fooling around the horses, and when I was a little boy, Daddy, I never heard things like that. So I was thinking about it, and now I hear about there's people having problems in church. I heard a preacher preaching about problems in the church, and I just thought, wow, this could be a song. So I put it out. It's called Grandpa Days, and I want to share it with all you. A lot of my friends and my family have heard it, and I'm practicing it. So if I make
is this your new song?
Yeah, and I want
Okay.
This will be one of my next songs that I record. It's called Grandpa Days. Grandpa's hair was white as snow, and I was just a boy. Yesterday's memories touch my heart with joy. Could it be just one more time I could live that way, like I did back in Grandpa days? We gathered round the table in them old cane bottom chairs and felt the love of Jesus as Grandpa did the prayer. The food on the table was family raised. That's how we lived back in Grandpa days. Read the morning paper now, too much bad news. Look at all the children today down on drugs and booze. Troubles in the churches, I heard a preacher say. I don't remember things that way back in Grandpa days. Hard times surround us now, good people out of work. Too many have lost their homes, too many families hurt. The banks are running over with houses up for bid. Wish I could go back and live like Grandpa did. Read the morning paper now, too much bad news. Look at all the children today missing from our schools. Troubles in the churches, I heard a preacher say. I don't remember life that way back in Grandpa days. I wish I could go back and hear my Grandpa pray. Thank you very much.
That is a good job, and I love that song. That'll make a lot of people of our viewers and listeners remember their grandparents and during that time.
Well, I wanted to give, and I'm glad you let me do it. I didn't even bring my guitar this morning, thanks to my brother Larry for running it up here and doing it to me. But I wanted to give the people something today. They've given so much to me, and you know, time doesn't really mean anything when we're talking because it flies by. So we're really giving people some time, but I wanted to give them something special. So I wanted to share this song that I've been blessed about. Like I've written a lot of songs, but right now it's one of my favorite songs, and I hope they enjoy it.
It's really great, I think, and I think a lot of other people will enjoy it too.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you coming tonight, Marshall. Marshall, I did it again.
That's good. Please.
Marlow, you've got a new name.
That's okay.
Marshall Tackett.
That's okay, Sunshine Cake. That's wonderful. Don't worry about it.
Marlow, he's very forgiving today. He had some Sunshine Cake a while ago, so I guess that's what's
so
making
that's
it a
our
good
new name, folks. From here on out, it's Sunshine Shirley.
Next Tuesday, we'll have Shad Baker and Jason Shears from the Extension Office. And if you have a nonprofit program that you need help with or need the people to know about, just call 633-2519 and leave a message on the machine, and I'll get back with you. And be sure to leave your phone number. Or you can call WXKQ, the radio station, and Kevin or Bob will give me a message, and that's 633-2711. And we do appreciate all of our listeners and our viewers, and we'll go close our program today with Marlow singing, if he'll do that. And we'll be with you next Tuesday. Marlow?
Sure. Do I get to do another one?
Yeah.
I watch the sun come up in the morning, watch the sun go down at night. Now counting stars as they glow from the heavens above. Watch the snow cover the Smokies. I heard the rippling, winding streams. But in this world, with all your blessings, Lord, you beat all I've ever seen. I heard the songs from the songbird, seen those great white northern lights. I stood ashore as the warship come rolling in, climbed up the highest mountain. I watched an eagle spread his wings. But in this world, with all your blessings, Lord, you beat all I've ever seen. Father, I love you more than words could ever say. And I long to be with you, Lord, on that great judgment day. Father, I thank you for your Son who died for me. In this world, with all your blessings, Lord, You beat all I've ever seen. I watched a rosebud in the garden as the rains come pouring down. I went to church, seen my brother give his heart to you. And I watched a mother caress her newborn. And I've seen winter turn into spring. But in this world, with all your blessings, Lord, you beat all I've ever seen. Father, I love you more than words could ever say. And I long to be with you, Lord, on that great judgment day. Father, I thank you for your Son who died for me. In this world, with all your blessings, Lord, you beat all I've ever seen. In this world, with all your blessings, God, you beat all I've ever seen.